Good evening, everybody, and hello, hold on a second, that didn't sound good. Hold on, that's better. Hello, everybody. Computer broadcast mode. Failure bell. This is all going very well. How are we all doing? Greetings to you. The Emperor Dalek is here. Hello to you. And Ravenhawk is here. Hello to you too. I'm not sure why no one's usernames are showing up anymore. It's doing it on the studio as well, so I don't know what the issue is there. But yes, Ravenhawk is here, Velocity Audio is here, Dalek Giratina is here. No, I've not forgotten your lines, I just haven't had a chance to do them yet. Karen is here, hello to you. Scott Lord 5288, aka Prince of Winstonia, I remembered, is here. Hello to all of you. I have just finished the most tedious call of my entire life, and it's not the fault of the person on the other end. So as part of my being on the board of directors at the Neem Valley Railway, we now legally, due to a change in legislation, have to prove our identity with Companies House. And there is a great long list of web pages that tell you how to do this. But the beginning of each one is so you will start the process on the service you are trying to use. You will be prompted when it is time to verify your identity. But it doesn't tell you what service you need to use to do that. So I'm desperately going around in circles on the gov.uk website trying to find the correct information. And yeah, I ended up just Googling verify identity, Companies House, Gov1 UK, and it then takes you to pages. This is how to verify your identity. Click verify your identity. At which point it then prompts you to download an app. So I download the app, scan the QR code. Right, that is the wrong QR code. You need to scan the second QR code. Okay, scroll down. There is no second QR code. How do I generate... Right, okay, uninstall the app. Scan the first QR code. Right, that's prompting me to install the app. Great. Scroll down. Second QR code. Still no second one. Okay. I didn't start this on a computer. Yep, that's fine. Link you all together. Blah, blah, blah. Finally managed to get in, scan my driving licence and prove who I am. Digital ID's a great idea, isn't it? Kill me now. Anyway, hello everybody, good evening, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Have I finished watching Dalek Requiem Season 1? I have not. Jacob is doing well. He is not dressing up as anything for Halloween because he's very tiny still, and I don't believe in forcing kids into costumes. Yeah. What? The government being a pain in the butt? Who knew? I know, right? Okay, so for my American viewers, or viewers from anywhere apart from the UK, there's a big thing in this country at the moment that we're all going to move to mandatory digital ID at some point in the next few years. Because this will somehow stop the boats and fix illegal working in this country, a thing that you cannot do without a national insurance number, because otherwise your employer is breaking the law. So yeah, this is going to fix precisely nothing, but yes, this is a thing the government wants to bring in, and if it's anything like this, it will be tedious and expensive and won't work. So yeah, I'm not fundamentally against the idea of having all of your stuff that's owned by the government in one place, rather than having multiple departments hold different bits of information from you, because that's stupid. Everything should just be accessible in one place, so that if you need to send information to one department, another department already has it and they can pull that information from a centralised database. That is a good thing. That is a sensible way to run government, in my view. I'm not against this. I don't think this is a bad idea. The problem is, that's not what they're going to do. They're going to build a shiny new digital ID system that doesn't amalgamate anything. Plus all the data leaks, indeed. Give me strength. Anyway, I have now proved who I am. The joke is, of course, that to prove who I am, I scanned my driving licence. It pulled all the data off my driving licence and went, are you Matthew, yes, I am. Is this your address? Yes, it is. Is this your driving licence number? Yes. Okay, we just need to check who you are with the DVLA, who already hold all this information. This close to getting it. This close. Anyway, rant over. What are we doing this evening? What we're doing this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is knocking my camera over, apparently. So let's sort that to begin with. We are back on Hortin, my N-gauge model railway layout. It has station signs now, and it's very pretty, and I love the station signs. I think it looks great. I believe we're watching an AI mat. No, an AI cannot replicate this level of weird. Just switched to iPad and now it's all weird. Why has it gone all weird? Hang on a minute. Can I see that from here? 1 second. What happened there? Oh, is it because the camera keeps focusing in and out? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Doctor Who is back, kinda. Yes, I'm very relieved about that. I was genuinely worried for a bit there, but no, Doctor Who is coming back at Christmas 2026. We are, however, getting the War Between Land and Sea this year, so that's a nice little bonus we weren't expecting. He's losing his marbles, which is weird because he started off with 0. He's now going to end up with negative marbles. He's going into marble debt, indeed. I am in a marble deficit. There is a marble gap in my life. Anyway, this is Hortin, my railway station on my N-gauge model railway, which is over there. I'll show you it properly later. Nothing's changed on it since we last looked at it, but I'll show you it anyway, because it's always nice. I'm having a problem with the yard. I need to wire it up better, I think, and maybe install some switches, because it's not... I'm not getting proper current through the point work into the sheds on one of the shed roads. So you turn the controller up and the engine crawls out, hits the point, and then zooms off at 100 miles an hour. So, yeah. That's exciting. Anyway, what we're doing this evening is we're going to finish off this station building. So let's pop that off the platform. And we'll pop the platform to one side, because we will need that later. First of all, we're going to finish off this building. So, let's get the builder's yard out of the box. I haven't got the music playing, have I? Hang on a minute. Go find my Screw Love playlist. He got married recently, and I went to his wedding, and it was rather lovely. And yeah, I'm incredibly happy for him, and also incredibly shocked because I didn't have it on my bingo card for this year. I will schedule that update for 2 AM. Thank you very much. Right. Here we go. Audio, Spotify. Turn up the music channel. I don't want to play Mog's Christmas. Thank you very much. Much as I love it. There's my Live from the Works playlist. It's got to be here somewhere. Come on. Come on. Here, boy. Here, boy. I appear to have followed a load of artists that I have no memory of listening to. That's weird. Someone else has clearly been using my account. Oh well. Let's see. I didn't even realise that album was still on here. It is not. These tracks are not available. Yeah, I didn't think that. Okay. L. Dum-de-dum. There we are. Live from the Works. Here goes. Screw Love.
I can't help it if I'm imaginary. I just like some recognition. That's all.
Turn that down a bit. That's better. Right. Right. Let's see here. First things first. Get the instructions out. We did the toilet. We did the canopy roof. What was next on the agenda? It was on a different sheet. That's what was next on the agenda. Here it is. Found it. There we go. Fit the bay windows. Done. We did that already. Capping stones. That's next. Right, so each gable wall is topped off with a capping stone strip. Fit so they overhang equally on each side. Can do. Where are my capping stones at? Here we are. There they are. Got them. Right then. Ugh, right. Here we go. I'm going to try something a bit different. I've got some double-sided tape rollers that I use for guard duty stuff. Station looks like it's now flooded. It does a bit, doesn't it? 80-year-old woman said Keir Starmer's government is the worst government of all. Yeah, they're not great. I wouldn't say they're the worst government of all, but I'm sure there's probably been worse ones. Just I'm not sure there has been in my lifetime. But you know, they're pretty damn dreadful. I think okay. At the risk of going off on a massive political rant, all I'll say is Keir Starmer's government got into power on the promise of change. They said, the government we've got at the moment is useless, they're doing everything wrong, we will come in, we're the grown-ups, we're going to sort this out. And I've spent the last year and a half proceeding to just do the same shit as the last lot, but on acid. Is it any wonder people start going to the fringe parties and going, oh yes, give me some of that, yes. Anyway, in other news, got to get a kick out of this. I'm working on my college's radio station. I'm sitting in next week to learn the board. That is amazing. Oh, well done. That's awesome. Do I have any tips? Okay, tip 1, plan. Even if it's just a rough layout of how your show's going to look, what you're going to talk about, what music you're going to play, and you know, what guests you have in. And if you're having a guest in, have a little bit of blurb on there about them with any questions you want to ask them or anything like that, and a little bit about them, just because I've tried to do a show unplanned on the radio before, and it does not make for good radio at all. So just go in with a rough plan and you'll be fine. Radio is like 60% planning, 40% being able to talk continuously into a microphone in a way that sounds like you're saying something, even if you're not. And you have to get very skillful at filling gaps without resorting to and a skill I never quite managed to achieve. I'm physically sat here checking myself now because I'm trying not to and which is difficult to say the least. But yeah, practice. And my other tip would be, the first time you go on air, you are going to screw up. The first few times you go on air, you will probably screw up. And years down the line, if you keep doing it for that long, you will still screw up from time to time. The key thing is how you handle it. If you screw up and laugh it off, the audience will laugh with you. If you screw up and get flustered, they'll turn off. So don't get flustered. And above all, enjoy it. Radio's great fun. I loved my days on the student radio station and at the hospital radio when I did that. Yeah, enjoy. So plan ahead. Know that you're going to screw up, so it's not a surprise, and enjoy yourself. Those are my 3 pieces of advice for you. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. But really well done, mate. I'm stoked for you. That is awesome. Good luck. Is it online? And if so, do you have a link to the radio station so we can go check it out? Stick it in the chat if so. Scott Lord says, tad wobbly tonight, some sort of bug I think. Sorry if my brain's a little weird. That's fine, we're all weird here, so you won't stand out. And Karen has said exactly that. There we go. Yeah. Right, sorry. Anyway, but back to the station building. Topped off with a capping stone strip. That's these little things here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Right, we'll cut them out. and start sticking them on. Right, cool. Where's my cutting knife? Here it is. Right. Here we are. Yeah, I've no idea why it's not displaying usernames anymore. Why isn't it doing that? Is that a setting I need to turn on? Participants. No. Reactions, timestamps. No, I don't. It must be how YouTube's changed how they do it or something. All I can think. Right, I'm going to go with the grey capstones because they match the rest of the building. Here we are. I am on Model Train Media. I keep forgetting I've got that. Yeah, hit me up on Discord. I think you're in our Discord server, aren't you, Ravenhawk? If not, let me know. I'll put the link in the chat again. Yeah, do ping the link over and I will check that out. And if I am about when you're on air, I will definitely tune in. Right. Safety first, children. Hasn't quite cut. Let's try that again. Right. See here. Go. Right. Oh, this is the good bit. Just me and Sean are like Skeeter and Dog. Me and Daisha are like Dexter and Dee Dee on a helium buzz. I am the one that rocking a Jets jacket. There we go. I do the voice overs. I'll be the best at it. I'm Johnny Bravo going nowhere like my car broke. Funkin' Nelly Furtado. I'm Johnny. I'm different strokes like Arnold and Willis. Gary Coleman in my heart from the start, and he still is. Flintstones to Rugrats. Chucky from the Rugrats. Now fuck that. I'm more like there we are. With a mustache. Music's a little bit loud. Can't hear myself think. There we go. And same again. That did not stick properly, did it? Hang on, okay, right, let's try. rather than directly onto the roof piece. Here we go. Or the capstone piece, rather. Here we go. Is that one too short? It is. God damn it. Right, start again. Typical. Right. Measure twice, cut once. That's the one. Right. Try that again. I'm thinking of doing a 1 hour show weekly on symphonic metal featuring bands like Nightwish, Epic, Ad Infinitum and Exit Eden. That sounds legitimately awesome. Ah, well, I wish you luck, mate. I hope it goes well. That may be one too long, actually, but that's okay. You can just snip it off at the bottom there. Come here, you. Behave yourself. That's it, got it. There we are. Looks alright, I think, doesn't it? Getting there anyway. Right. That works. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, well, if you were headhunted, then I'm sure you will be absolutely fine. But yeah, no, I'm super stoked about that for you, mate. That's great. Enjoy it. Some of my best days were on radio, doing stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would recommend to anyone to get involved in university or college or other radio, because they are the last bastions of good radio presenting. Babs by Ben says, I put together a wooden dollhouse from a kit. I was surprised to find out my dad and mother-in-law had both started similar houses but did not finish them. Ah, nice. I love kit modelling. It's there's just something very therapeutic about it, first of all, but also you can do some lovely things to kit bash as well. So if things aren't quite how you want them, you can always fiddle with the model a bit till you get it how you want it. And I'm all for that. There we go. Right, that's there. Right, now I just need to do the middle bits. Right. Start over here. Have I got randomise on this? I have. Interesting. Okay. The glue on this. Go. Right. So fold this down the middle and then just pop it in like so. I keep saying I ought to get the pens to colour in the white lines on these, but actually kind of the cardboard look is quite charming. I think it gives it kind of an Eye of the Engine type appearance. I don't know what you guys think, but that's how I feel anyway. Right. Let's see. Come on. Come on, you fold like that. There we are. And then pop you in the gap. Like so. Hang on a minute. I need to do a little surgery on this one. 1 second. It's going to be that one. Okay. Snip out a little bit inside. 1 second. Right, there we go. Slightly too far to the right. Hold on. Story of my life. Dear oh dear. 1 second. first one. Found a small bit. I think. Personally, I love making trees for my layout. I usually pop an episode of Bob Ross and build happy little trees while he paints them. I like it. Wooden dollhouse I built was featured in a school video production of a series of unfortunate events. It looked so cool as it burned. I like it. I ran a school radio station a few decades ago. It was anarchy. That's the best thing about those radio stations. The anarchy. There's nothing quite like it. This is why I bemoan the death of the local radio station. A little bit of anarchy's great. Bit of Radio Caroline back in the day. Parking on a ship in the North Sea and sticking it to the man. I'm all about that. I feel like student radio in particular is the last sort of dwell of that. We all need a little anarchy in our lives. Right, are you going to stay put? I hope so. Looks like you are. Yeah. Yeah, we got this. Right, just the one to go. And I think, if I've calculated this correctly, yeah, this one will do it. Right. Podcasts are difficult. I think any pre-recorded stuff is hard because good radio is when you're bouncing off your audience a little bit. Audience interaction makes good radio, I think. I'm not talking about like LBC, you know, so and so rings in to go, oh, there's too many non-white people in adverts these days, and why doesn't anyone wear a poppy? I'm so lonely. That's not good radio. I did a bit commercial radio station technicianing. Very good fun, but boring compared to students who wanted to show off live when on air. I know, right? Exactly. Podcasting is fun, but I got tired of doing it after 35 episodes over a handful of years, most of them about new released products and models anyway. Podcasting is good if there's more than one of you, because you need to bounce off somebody. Radio, you can fly solo, but you need to bounce off your audience a little bit. That's what makes good radio. This is why I bemoan Global taking over local radio and just stamping out a million identical clones of identical breakfast shows, because it's all safe and nice and, you know, sticking to the pre-recorded script and the same 4 songs repeated on a loop ad infinitum. There's nothing fun or dangerous about it anymore. You know, no one's doing anything particularly exciting in radio these days. So yeah, I'm an anarchist at heart. That's my problem. Yeah. Bloody Global. Death to Global. Death to Global. Oh dear. What am I like? Anyway, right. Capstones. All done. And that looks rather nice now, I reckon. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you what, though. I might, if I can, just pop the end of that one off, because it's looking a little bit rough at the end there. 1 second. There we are. A little bit more maybe. Just a shaving. There. That'll do. Much better. Right then. There we go. That's the scenery side of the station. That's the bit I want to really look good. I think that's lovely. Right, next stop, chimneys. Right. Cut out the terracotta strips below and roll tightly around a nail or drill bit approximately 2mm in diameter. Here's one I prepared earlier. That's about 2mm in diameter, I reckon. Let's go with that. Right. There we go. Right, where's my chimney pot bits? It's not on this sheet. Is there another one? Hold on. Here we are. Large chimney and small chimney. Everything falls apart. Let's do the small one first. Here we go. Apparently Google is looking at switching to handles in live chat. You can edit your handle in the YouTube app by going to your channel settings. Right, okay. Right, I shall be door handle, handle or bark. Which one was better? Model Rail YouTube has had some politics this week. Yes! Model Railway celebrities. I've not been up to date with this. I've just seen a few people mention it, so I've no idea what's been going on, but it all sounds very dramatic. Just a lot of thinly veiled stuff about certain YouTubers, but no one's saying which. East Coast team, I've given up on radio for the large part, except Radio 4. I love Radio 4 in the car. I quite like Radio 4, in fairness. I tend to listen to podcast interviews now, even featuring people I don't like. Big Finish is my go-to in the car. All their Doctor Who audio dramas and the like. And they've got some surprisingly good original stuff as well. Ah, right. During that slightly distracting conversation, I appear to have lost a piece of chimney. So, okay, that's annoying. Is it on the floor? Doesn't seem to be. I need to hoover it here. There's sawdust all over the floor. 1 second. Right, first things first. Shake off all of your pieces and just check. Ah, there it is. It was hiding behind the building. There we are. Right. I think we are definitely going to have to use actual glue on the chimney pot itself, but we'll give this a go all the same. That's my scissors, here they are. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Curl strip slightly first. Roll up tight, then unroll the end enough to smear with a little glue, then roll back up and hold tight until fast. Gotcha. I think I need a slightly bigger drill bit, you know? 1 second. Find one that I think fits the profile. 1 second. About that sort of size. Yeah, that's better. Right, okay. So get our drill bit. Let's wrap our paper around that. Like so. Nice. Straighten her up. And then just a little bit of glue on the end. Like so. Roll it up. So. Here we are. That does not want to stick. Okay. Might need some proper glue for that bit. That does not want to stick, does it? One sec. Let's do some proper glue on there. Oh, god damn it. I've lost it. Come back. There you go. No! Try again. There we are. I appreciate you guys can't see what I'm doing here. Okay. Pop a little dab glue on the chimney there. That's the large one, isn't it? Hang on. Oh no, that is the small one. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Right, here we go. One chimney pot. Nice. Velocity Audio says, I saw Locomotion and Flying Scotsman on the North Yorkshire Moors last weekend. I didn't go on Scotsman himself, I just hung around Pickering Station. Nice. Thinking of joining the Model Railways People's Front. People's Front of Model Railways can do one. Very good. Locomotion is very quiet, isn't it? I've never seen Locomotion in Steam. I really want to see it. I'm going to have to go up to... Is it Shildon she's at now? But yeah, I'm going to have to go at some point. Yeah, it pretty much is just clank, clank, clank. Really quiet little engine. Oh, man. I'm gutted I couldn't go up and see the Stockton to Darlington run, because that would have been incredible to see. But I was not available, unfortunately. Shame. Anyway, right. Large chimney. Here we go. Out you come. That's it. That's come out a lot quite a bit better. There we are. Right. Bum 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 bum. Is the music gone quiet? Oh, there we go. Stones stuck together. Right. 2 of these. So it's... Nice. It's done. Right. I know why I put the drill bit away. I'm going to need that. One sec. I need to remember which piece it was. I think it was this one. Yes, right. Excellent. Right, let's roll them up. Curled slightly. There we are. Right, just put a little bit glue on the end there. Right, nice. That hasn't gone too well. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Chimney pot is now covered in glue. It does not want to come off my finger. It's all gone wrong. A bit. Right, next bit. I'm pretty much the only railway YouTuber who didn't see locomotion. Am I a railway YouTuber? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a railway YouTuber. Okay. You cannot see a thing I'm doing right now, can you? Never mind. Stay there. Nice. They're not as tight as I would like, but that's okay. Oh, damn it. Hold on a minute. Can you get back on there? Right, now Where'd the chimney breast go? I've lost it. It just fall on the floor. God damn it. How does this keep happening? Didn't just drop in there, did it? That can't be done. Watch the replay back on YouTube, folks. Oh, hang on. What? How long has that been doing that? 1 second. Failure bell. Film my dear Matt, a Neen Valley Railway story. No one needs to see that. A year in the life of the Neen Valley Railway. Lots of meetings. Oh dear. And now I can't even ask you all where the chimney breasts ended up because it wouldn't have been on camera. Damn it. Youthful, I like you. You can come again. Process of elimination. There it is, it's behind the glue. I knew it would be something like that. Right. Did you put 10p in the neat? Yeah. Pretty much, yes. Right. Use some of the excess glue on the top. And then... Dun, 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 dun. That is not sticking. Right, okay. That's fine. Just fresh dab of glue and dun 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 dun. That one is really wonky, so there we are. And ta-da! One finished stage in the building with chimney pots. Fantastic. I did think a Netflix series on railway engineers would be a thing, but I realised they all got on rather well and there wasn't much conflict. So, my dear friend Dick used to say the great thing about Worley, as it was at the NEC back in the day, it's not Worley anymore, it's the National Festival of Railway Modelling. Or as the enthusiasts call it, I can't believe it's not Worley. He said the great thing about Wall-E is you've got 1,000 odd people in a hall looking at model railways, and there's not a milliliter of testosterone between any of them. And I think he had a point. I think that's a rather lovely way of putting it. Mm. There we are. Right, what's next? What's next, I hear you ask, is I'm going to stick some posters and things on the station, I think. Hold up, there we go. Right. So, I think there's a lovely British Railways one on there. We'll have that. There's booking office sign. I'll stick one of those on. A way out sign. That can... Right, hang on a minute. I'm trying to design this in my head. So we can have a British Railways sign up here. There you go. Yeah, British Railways sign on here. Here we are. There's a GWR timetable, which I could stick on a British Railways board. I'm going to try and do that, I think. And then that can go up on one of the walls here. Maybe put something on the side here as well. And a way out sign, I can stick that up on the building here, maybe. Going that way. And a gentleman can go above the door here because that's the loos. And then maybe parcels office and booking office on above these doors here. Yeah, let's do that. Right then, we have our way forward. Come back for that. 1 second. Right, we'll do this one at a time. I'll try and do the timetables first. And so we're going to achieve that by carefully cutting out Great Western and the British Railways boards. There we go. And then okay, nice. That's it. And then that's the one. looks alright. Let's just trim the edges a bit. There we go. There we are. Can't really see that, but that's a British Railways timetable now. I think that looks alright. Now where should that go? Not on there, thank you. Over here, maybe by the parcels office. No, actually it should be by the booking hall, shouldn't it? Which is the bigger one. Over here. Hold on. Where's my tweezers? Here they are. That's one. Nice. Nope. Just knocked my chimney pot over. Yes, I did. There we are. One British Railways timetable that you can't really see from there, but it's alright, I think. Oh, hang on. We've got some focus there. There we are. Come on, focus up. That's about as good as you're going to get, but I like it. Right. And there's a British Rail holiday trap poster here that I really like, so I'm going to stick that on as well. Okay. One by the parcels office, I think. Come on, behave yourself. Come here. Gotcha. Yeah, nice. There is my little advert. Come on, focus. Here, camera. Focus up. No. Oh, there we are. That's the stuff. Nice. I like it. Right. Next, parcels office. I'll do one on each side. You're not really going to see this side because that's the facing the back of the layout, but I'll stick one up there anyway. I'm going to need a better pair of tweezers, I think, so I'm going to use this pair. Yeah. Parcels office on that side. Here we go. Let's do the same on the other.
I couldn't believe it. I had a crush on you for years. Now you're sending messages to my phone, asking for pictures of us to be deleted. Like I won the biggest trophy in my life, and you think it's right to keep it secret. All I had was a bad jacket, the one glove and the dance moves and beat it. So when I tell you that I'm big, bad and dangerous, I mean it. You can take it and leave it. At night was a bummer. I hate summer, hate parties and no smiles. So I pocket down your number. Listening to Corinne Bailey sitting on top of the hill, speaking about how we've been lately. Then I said I didn't mean it. I like you, but I don't like you. I don't see it. You don't see my lips parted than yours. If you don't see that I like you back, it's hard to ignore. Yeah. 7 a.m. doing a walk of shame. She wants to take my picture out of the frame. My frame off with a
There we are. Parcels office. There. Right. Put these in here in the ramekin because you never know when you need them. Right. Go too far. The roof's coming off a bit. Yeah, at the back there. Just spotted that. That's better. Stop down a bit now. There we go. We'll see if it stands up. It should be alright. Hope so. Gents next. Not sure where the ladies are supposed to be. Maybe the ladies are inside. Here we are. Gentlemen. Booking hall next, I think. Then we'll stick some way out signs up as well. Or at least one way out sign. I think we'll only manage one. Yeah, we'll do a way out sign just on the side here. That's probably the best way of doing it. Yeah, just up there. Scissors. Still thinking about Flight Simulator 2024. I'm going to see if it comes on sale at some point, and then yeah, I'll probably pick it up. Sums me up right now. A Railway Ghost Story audio like Buffy the Vampire Slayer sounds freaking awesome. That's a good idea. Stick that one in the unused ideas file, because I dip into an unused ideas file every now and again for Scratchwood ideas. And some of the best ideas I've pulled out of there have been like, oh, that wouldn't quite work for this thing, but if I rework that slightly, yeah, that would make sense. And oh, I've got a story. Like the next Cult of Scratchwood video is kind of happening out of necessity because I haven't got my studio at the moment. It's full of books. But to turn that to my advantage, I'm doing something slightly different, which I don't want to spoil. But it basically involves building a little set in a corner of the studio, and I can just use the crates of books to like prop up the set a bit. So, but that's kind of based on an idea I had a while ago for a short story that I didn't use. Previously, because I couldn't figure out a way to make it work, but now I think it will, so I'm going to use it. There we go. One way out sign. Come on, focus up. Come on, camera. Behave yourself, come on. Autofocus is a hot mess. Here we go. That's it. One way out sign. And now, booking hall. I'd hoped I'd be able to do the wall on the station yet, but has Donald discovered the library? No, nothing quite like that. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to give you any more details. But it's an idea that I've still not yet written, and I think it will come out of nowhere. But I'm hoping people will find it quite exciting. There. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, I had hoped to start constructing the wall tonight, but we'll see how we go. Although it's only just gone 9:30, so I might still have time. We'll see. Right. Come on. Come on, behave yourself. I don't just realise you can't see a damn thing I'm doing again. 1 second. Oh, god damn it. No, come on. Back. No, I've damaged it. That one can go on the back. Damn it. Yeah, you can see if I hold this up, if it does sort of autofocus there. There's a little bit of damage to the booking office sign there. But it's fine. It can go on the non-scenic side of the station. And I will not have to look at it. I will just know it's there and hate every second of it. Not to worry though. Right. There we are. This isn't screw love. Hang on. Skip that one. Okay, let's try the other booking office sign. If I can find it. Out. This one? No. Oh, bother. Oh no, there it is. Found it. Attempt number 2. Ah, there's a Rory. Hello, Rory. You know what that means, don't you? It means I've got to shut the lid. Hello, cat. That's better. There we go. That's all my signage complete. Booking office. And then if we turn that way, the loos and the way out sign. Then round to the back. Booking office and parcel office. Yeah, if you look there, you can see there's a little bit of damage to the booking office sign. It's hardly noticeable, to be honest, but it's noticeable enough that it would annoy me. So there we are. One complete station building. Ta-da! Can you train your child to do the small fiddly bits? In time, I expect so. But probably not right away. Right. Pop that off. Put the recycling bits away. Right. I'm happy with that. That looks really good. Bring the platform back. I'll just pop it into position. There we are. Right. So I've got it right the way to the back. That. Wait, wouldn't do that. Oh. My station sign has fallen over. Second. Let's warm up the tacky wax slightly. There we are. Gosh. I'm going to fix these more permanently once I've finished building everything, but that's good enough for now. Oh, hold on. Come on, behave. Right. There we are. I'm going to pop the station building in more permanently as well. That will probably be with tacky wax, but I like that a lot. If I lift that up slightly. Oh, it's just going to slide backwards. Okay. If I put my thumb and finger there and then lift it up slightly. Yeah. I dig that. That looks pretty good. Right, shall we have a look at some walls? Let me pop that over to one side for a minute. Right, leave the different bits and bobs out. Don't need the drill bit. Let's put that away. Right. Now, opening up the builder's yard. Having a little look. in here somewhere I've got the platform kit that I used to build the station, although now I look, it doesn't appear to be in this bit. Okay, well that's fine. Let's pop all the wayside station bits in. Think about reusing those elsewhere. Oh, hang on, my builder's yard fell over, it's all gone wrong, help! There we go, fixed. I've still got to do the little postern gate for the churchyard as well, I haven't done that yet. Right, now, where did my station bits end up? Is that on the pile there, quite possibly? Hold on. Let's see. Stone platform kit. That's the one. I've also got this brick wall kit as well, which I'm going to use to do the back gardens at some point. And some paving and cobblestones. Bits and bobs as well, which I will use to do roads at some point. That's the plan anyway. That can go in the builder's yard, because I don't think I will need that bit again. But it's always useful to have little cardboard storage pieces about, so I won't get rid of it. Right. You go sit under there. Right. Brick walls. See what we can do with these. Right. Cardboard pieces. That's my platform cutout. First attempt. These look like walls. Edging strip and extras. Yeah. Platform edging strips. I can do that. Yeah. Have I done that already, actually? No, I have not. Might be nice to. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It might be nice to do the edge of the platform. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do that. And then we'll come back to the walls. Load of platform pieces here still. Here's the instructions. Right, here we go. Cut out our edging strips, make the platform edge look nice first. Go over there. Nice. Cutting knife, here we go. Score here. Just sort of peels away from the backing sheet, does it? Yes, it does. Okay. Straightforward enough. Right. Oh, that's easy. It means we don't have to muck around with glue even. That's good to know. Right. Take that off. Trim the edge bits. about the corners later. Let's do the straight edge first. Oh no, these do need gluing. My mistake. Right, okay. Get the roller out again. There it goes. Right. Oh, torn a bit. That's annoying. It's okay, I can always cut that right out. No big deal. It's just trim that bit away. Come back to that. Right, here we go. Find the straight edge. There we go. Nice. Yeah, not with the edge. Like so. Set it down. Oh, hang on. Right. The edge. There we are. Nice. The camera's in completely the wrong position again. Story of my life. There we are. Just scrape the excess glue off. So it doesn't look too bad. A little bit of blemishing on the heart, but there we are. Doesn't look too bad. I want it to be so shush. Right, let's see if we can fashion a corner piece from these. You can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Right. There we are. A little bit more required, but that's okay. Cut out the rest. Right, here we are. Just need 2, 3 and a bit. Call it 4 and we'll just chim the edge off. Right. Go. Right. These bits are rubbish. We'll get rid of those. Off there. Yeah. I think that looks okay. Quite pleased with that actually. do with just it's not perfect, but nothing is in my view, so it's fine. It's just this might be enough to finish off the whole bit, so we'll move down here. I'll do up to the end of the straight piece. So we'll have that. We'll knock the sign over. Because if it's part of the plan, it makes life simple, doesn't it? Right, here we go. So we'll do the same that we did with the last bit. And we'll just stick it down. See how it looks when we're done, and immediately it's torn, so that's not great. Yeah, huge chunk of that is torn off. That is deeply annoying. Right, okay, how much could we salvage? A little bit, about there. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. That might do just up to the edge of the platform, to be honest. Right, let's give it a go. Trouble is, I put a really sharp curve on the platform in order to get all the carriages I want to in, so it's a little bit dicey just along the edge here, but I can live with that. Do 3 stones at a time. Further back than I would have liked, so I'm just going to move it up slightly. Yeah, nice. As is that one actually. None of these are where I want them to be, but that's okay, because we'll make it work somehow. Damage the platform, Matthew. Might just have to cut one out and stick it in there. That's okay. We can work with what we got. Obviously, not very much, but we'll work with what we got. Right, hold on. Okay. This really is a diddy piece over here. Come on, behave. Yeah. Half stone there, that looks quite nice. Yeah. Tightens that up a little bit. Or tidies that up a little bit, I should say. Nice. So, here's what we'll do next. We'll try and lift this up, so I want to cut that end stone in half. There we go. And then we'll finish this off and then call it a night, I think. go. That looks so much better already. I love it. Oh, I'm loving that. That's great. Right. Take the platform edges. Bring them over here. Where the platform edge is. Pop that on top of the box. We'll come back to this another time. But that, bar the walls at the back, is basically the station complete. And I'm really pleased with it. I love that. So just tip the camera up slightly and bring it a bit further back. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. I think that looks amazing. Let's get it on the layout. Second. There we are. Right, let me just put the old handheld on. 1 second. XSplit Connect. Open up VCam. Use new camera. And then phone cam on. Is that working? Doesn't look like it's working. Hold on. Try clicking refresh. Okay, no, it's not happy with that. Not sure why. VCam appears to have crashed. Okay, well that's fine. Let's open it up again. Right. Hold on. Switch the studio camera back on, which has decided to go on a go slow again, despite the fact I didn't change that this time. I thought that I'd taken for a change, but no, apparently not. Turn off low light compensation. That's better. I look less like AI now. Right, XSplit VCam. Come on, another 10p in the meter. Definitely energy crisis. Here we are. Right. Let us know what you think. You don't want to know what I think, fella. Right. There we are. Not there we are. We were there, we're not anymore. There we go. Right then. Phone cam on. Close-up camera. Here we go. Right. And there she is in all her glory. Horton Station. I'm really pleased with this. Hang on. Let me plug in the controller. And we'll stick a train round if we can at all. Here we are. Come on, behave. Right, there we are. Let's see. Will any of it move? Not really. Okay. Come on. There you come. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean about the voltage here? There you are. Okay, immediately we've got an issue with the platform. Not where it's supposed to go. Let's try that. Okay. Back up that loco. And the signal box is in the wrong place now too. Come on. That's it. Over the points. There we go. Right. Off you go, fella. Do I need to green track? Quite possibly. No? Okay. You are really not happy there, are you? Hold on. Right. 1 second. It's, re-raining N-gauge one-handed is hard. 1 second. You sit there a minute. Don't. Come back. Come back. Hold on. There we are. How does that look? It's frozen again. No. Come back. Oh dear. It's all gone to pot. 1 second. There we are. Right. Hold on. Let's re-rail this. There we go. No. You're really unhappy, aren't you? 1 second. Right. Let's try and do this properly. Right. Put the station where it's supposed to live. Tick. Put this carriage on the track. Come on, behave yourself. Right. There we are. Nice. Right. And back up the train. Hold up. Matthew, just stop it. It's already dead. I know. There you go. Right. Yeah. Couple up. And away we go. No. Still not happy. Right, here we go. Behave yourself. Come on. There we go. No. There we are. There's Horton Station. I'm really pleased with that kit, gotta say. And it looks quite nice just with that little tank engine and 2 carriages. Bring it in for a start. There we are. Horton Station, everybody. Ah. It works! And here's the studio set up. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Right. There we go. Ah. I'm really happy with that. I think that looks so cool. Oh, man. Right. I'm going to go to bed now because I've got work in the morning. Right, let's see. There we are. Right. Fade out the music. Oh. Right. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. There's 3 of you still here. I'm impressed that many of you made it, to be honest. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I am just going to bin these pieces, which I don't think I need. There we are. Right. Put away all the tweezers and such. All the ridge tiles probably could use putting away as well. Let's do that in a second. They can go in the old builder's yard here. Tum-ti-tum. Right. Next time we do one of these, I shall build the rear wall for the platform. And hopefully that should mean the station is finished. Which will be nice, won't it? Right, cutting in there, pen in there. I'll leave that out because I might need it again. Yeah, cool. Right, thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Next streaming Wednesdays is next week. It might be a Dalek Plays again, or it might be this again. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, so I'll let you know a bit nearer the time. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Take care, much love, and I'll see you again very soon indeed. By the way, I may have forgotten to encode the closing titles before the stream because I've the aforementioned conversation regarding proving my identity. So if you're a channel member and your name is not listed in the credits, I apologise. That's because I haven't exported the credits for a while. I might have done it already beforehand, but I can't remember. Anyway, have a good night everybody, take care, I'll see you again very soon. Bye!